Continuing on with section 2.6, the next thing I want to start talking about are proportions. And proportions are an equation that sets two ratios equal to each other. So I'll give you a quick example. This one actually has a missing number, but we'll call it x over 2 is equal to 3 over 4. I've got two fractions that are set equal to each other. In order to solve a proportion, we will cross multiply. Then we'll have those values set equal to each other, and we'll solve for the variable. So let's get it to doing some of those types of problems. So the first step was to cross multiply, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. 6 times x is 6x, and 8 times 5 is 40. I will then solve for x by dividing by 6, and x is equal to 40 over 6. I could reduce that. 2 goes into each of those, so I could make those 20 over 3. Or I could also change it to a mixed number. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it as 20 over 3. The next example, if you notice, I've got a negative here. Unlike the last one, didn't have a negative. I like to just drop my negatives straight down. That way I don't lose them. This one gives me 12 times 4, which is 48, and 7 times y, which is 7y. I'm going to finish solving for y by dividing by 7 on both sides. Again, this does not simplify, so I will go ahead and just leave it 48 over 7. You can also change it into negative 6 and 6, 7. Yet another example of this would be cross multiplying here. 2x equals 24. Divide by 2 on both sides, and I get x is equal to 12. These are very simple proportions. What we will do now is just another proportion that's a little bit more complex. That would be this one. So what I need to do on this is I need to take 6 times this whole amount. So I've got 6 times z plus 3 equals, I'm going to take 4 times this whole amount. 4 times z minus 4. I now need to make sure that I'm distributing. 6z plus 18 equals 4z minus 16. I'm going to finish solving for this, and I'm going to move my smallest variable to the other side. That gives me 2z plus 18 equals negative 16. Again, I'm going to finish solving for this, so I need to move my 18 over, which gives me a 2z equals negative 34. Divide by 2 to finish this off, and I get z is equal to negative 17. Another example looks quite similar like the last one. I'm going to take the w plus 6 times 5 and then the w minus 4 times 3. So I have 3 times the quantity w minus 4 and 5 times the quantity w plus 6. It's very important to remember to keep those quantities in parentheses, otherwise you're only multiplying part of the quantity by the number. Distribute is my first step. So I'm going to get 3w minus 12 equals 5w plus 30. I always choose the smallest variable to move, and I also need to change the sign to plus the opposite. So I'm going to move my 3w over by subtracting 3w on both sides. I get 2w plus 30 equals negative 12. I'll move the 30 over by subtracting 30 on both sides. Finishing this problem, I get negative 42 equals 2w. Divide by 2, and I get negative 21 equals w.